I've been thinking about this a lot. I think as guys, right? Like as men, I do think that we're like too confident in our ability. That's the end of the sentence. That's there's just like as human dudes, there's no other species of male in anything. You could be a gazelle. A male, like gazelle. Do they make male gazelle? Anyway, you could be a male gazelle. There's no random day where you're gonna look at a lion and be like, he looked like he want to fight. Like this shit. Do you know what I mean? You know how every other male sees like an order to the world and functions in it? We're the only ones. It's crazy. It's crazy. We're the only ones. Maybe a female gazelle might fight a lion, and that's if the lion's already attacking her child. You know, she might step up, and even then, it's like 30%. So like, there's just some order to nature. I was hanging out with a friend. Turns to me, unprovoked. I had said nothing, and he goes, "You think you could fight a bear?" And I was like, what? No. It's the simplest, it's the quickest no. No. It's a bear. You didn't ask me about a cub. In the scenario you given me, a bear wants to fight me. And I'm gonna fight the bear and win? Like, no. And I asked him, I was like, do you think you could fight a bear? And he was like, well, if I came at it right. I'm like, don't even finish the sentence. If I came at it right. What are you saying right now? If I came at it right. That's the great, according to experts, the only way to come at it is to pretend to already be dead. What do you mean if the bear came at you like a bear, you would die. I would bet money on it. That's crazy. And then he got irate with me. He got all defensive, started attacking me. He was like, so you would just let a bear kill you? I'm like, what are we talking about? What do you mean, let a bear? It's a bear. You picked a bear. You didn't even pick something I might have a chance against, like a stray cat. You went straight to bear. Do you think you could fight a bear? Oh, you just gonna let a bear kill you? Look, if I went home, if this is how confident I am a bear would kill me, I don't go where bears are. You don't catch me anywhere out in the world where the bears will be. In fact, if there was a bear when I went home in my apartment, that's a bear's apartment now. And I'm good with that. I'm willing to let that bear have my couch. That's fine. Everything in the fridge is his now. Crazy. Crazy talk. And look, I'm not acting like there isn't a place I could step up. When it comes to bugs, I could be braver. I will say that. When it comes to bugs, I could step up a little bit. Because if a bug is too big, I will take a step back. Just to try to assess what it is. Because sometimes, like, I don't have the best eyes, but sometimes you see like 9 legs or something, you're like, what is that? Before I step on it, what is this? Is it an alien? You know? I remember there was one day, I had a fly in my apartment, and it was the plague of my life. I didn't know how the fly got in my apartment, and it had the loudest wings. It might as well have been bird wings. It was the loudest fly I've ever heard, and it would get like right next to my ear, which was making me flinch. Like it did kind of punk me in a little, because I had the fly swatter ready, and it would be in the ear that was like the flies. So that I would be looking for it, like, and I'd be like, oh. And it was all day. It was all day I was trying to kill it. All, like top to bottom all day. And then it was so gross because then I was like hitting myself with the fly swatter because I was like at some point if I swing back I might catch it, and then it was hitting my ear. So I was beating myself. And then I finally was like, let me just go take a shower, cool off, because I had to go somewhere that night. So I get in the shower, take a shower. I don't know when the fly came in the bathroom. I don't know if it came in through a vent or through the door with me, but then the fly came at me while I was in the shower. Now this is attempted murder, because I am on wet porcelain. I cannot mess around right now. If I fall in this shower and I die, and my killer is a fly, and I die like a bad Dr. Seuss. Anyway, I finished my shower. I, swatting them off, everything still, and then I open the curtain. It's right there. I'm exhausted. I'm naked. I'm wet. I grab my towel, and I like spin my towel, get it really tight, right? I don't even care if you believe me. It's one of the proudest days of my life. I spun my towel as hard as I could, and then I popped it at the fly, and right at the end, right at the tip, it popped the fly and killed it. And I'm not gonna lie to you. In that moment, I was like, I think I could fight a bear. Like, I think I was I do. I'm just saying, if I had a towel, I have a chance. Okay, look, when I say it, it's not gonna sound true. But believe me, all right? I really thought that when I saw Drake leaks trending, it was gonna be music. I was so sure that it was gonna be music. I was like, stuff leaks all the time. Let's listen to this album before it comes out. And I know a lot of people thought that. I'm not alone. A lot of other people said, they were like, you thought it'd be music too. I was like, yeah, I thought it'd be music. And in case you don't know who Drake is, I don't know how, but in case you don't know who Drake is, he's a rapper. And in case you don't know about the Drake leak, okay. So Drake leak was trending, and then I clicked it, and you just see a lot of Drake. It's a lot of Drake. It's a lot of Drake. It's more Drake than I thought there was Drake. You know what I mean? And I want to be clear about something, okay? Because I know it's weird, but a bad thing happened. Someone's nudes were leaked, and that should never happen. It should truly never happen. Everyone deserves autonomy for their body. I know he's like a rich man, so it's easier to like let it slide, and it's different. It feels different, at least, when it's like a woman's nudes. But still, he didn't want that out there, and it's out there, which is a shame. You know, so I felt very conflicted because I was like, that's a shame that somebody would do that. You know? And then on the other hand, I was like, all right, but like, no more sad songs. Like, I don't... You know what I mean? Like, if I had a friend that was built like Drake, I would never let him cry to me. About anything. I'm not gonna lie. It would always be burned in my brain. I'd be like, hey, everybody daddy dies sometimes, okay? Cheer up and look down. I read this report that they want to NASA's trying to make contact, with some intelligent life, and we really tried everything. We tried so many different things, and we haven't just spent billions of dollars. If you count every country that's had success leaving the atmosphere, going into space, we spent trillions of dollars as a people. It's an endeavor that's been as old as the ages to like make contact and make sure, or at least find out that we're not alone in the entire universe, right? So they send out signals. They've used radio waves. They've used light, images, everything that they can think of. Every like telescopic endeavor's been tried. And so now NASA, I'm not even kidding, you can look this up. NASA's like, we gon' send nudes. We're gonna send nudes out because that might do it. You know what I mean? It's like, that's a big deal. We have not tried that yet. We've been out here sending old 1920s radio wave. I don't know, my baby. Like, we've tried all that stuff, and it didn't do anything. So let's send nudes and see. Wouldn't it be wild if it worked, though? Wouldn't it be crazy if, like, a month later, aliens landed and they were like, titties is all you had to say? I mean, if we had known that there were titties, that we would have come. It feels, you know what I mean? Like, just say you're out of ideas. Smartest minds in the world. Smartest ones on the planet. And they're like, maybe this feels weird. And I know what I said before, and I meant that. But since they're already out, maybe send the Drake, maybe, I don't know. And look, not out of context. Send a copy of Take Care. And send the Drake video and just see what the aliens think. They might come. They might be like... I also read a report that says that Viagra may lower the risk of Alzheimer's, which is kind of bad news when you think about it. Like, is that really what the world needs? Just a bunch of old men, hard and aware? I thought that as men, we had a pact with the earth. We would wreak havoc for the first, 50 years of our lives, and then after a while, we'd slow down, we'd get confused, and we would not be hard anymore. That's how you restore balance to the planet. Imagine an evil dude. Because we do this all the time. Being old is supposed to be the saving grace of your life. Especially as a man. As a man, love is very conditional from the world, right? You're born a baby. We all love babies. You become a kid. A lot of people love kids. Then you're a man. And then everyone's like, it's your fault, right? Even if you don't have power, you look like the ones that do. And so it's like, I'll just lump you in, right? Then you get old, and then you getting old is the we can love you again. It's true. You get old, and then people are like, what's he gonna do? We've seen it. We've seen horrible, evil men get old, and somehow all is forgiven. We've watched literal war criminals turn 99, and it's like, well, he's not doing anything now. He's a fucking war criminal. He don't remember, though. What is that? Why does that get him a pass? He doesn't remember. Now you're just feeding them Viagra so they can be evil longer. Literally. We have to stop this. This is crazy.
Hey everybody, we're at Helium Comedy Club in Portland, Oregon. Logan went and got a novelty soda for us to try. So we're gonna have some, see what it's like before I go up. Oh, okay. Went with red. That's
okay. Ooh, this blood. This blood. This was either blood or kidneys.
or kidneys.
Ooh, this thing.
Oh wait, no, this does stink.
Bro, my ears ring.
Okay, you alright?
Make some noise for Josh Johnson!
I didn't know that we just wouldn't care anymore. I thought it's weird sometimes, as much news as I read and I watch, that sometimes there's a thing that you think just in your head. Maybe it's because of what matters to you. You're like, oh, this thing, this is going to be huge. You'll see a thing, whatever it is, and you'll be like, this is the thing that's going to wake people up or freak people out, or no one's going to be able to stop talking about it, right? Different for all of us. But then, I don't know if this is a universal experience, but I think it is. Eventually, you get disappointed. You realize, like, oh, wow, this isn't as big of a story as it should be. People don't care as much as they should. Like, everyone's moved on, even though the thing isn't resolved. That's wild. And I didn't know that we would just stop caring about the drones that are flying over Jersey. Like, that seems like a big deal, and we just sort of let it go. Right? They still up there. Like, I guess they don't need batteries because they are still, it's wild. There are drones that were flying over Jersey, and they're loud. They're very high up, but they are so loud that people compare them to helicopters. And they've been flying over Jersey for a while now. And, you know, we all kind of thought, okay, they'll tell us what that is eventually. Someone will know. Someone has to know. Because at first people thought it was kids. And then when they said that the drones were like 6 feet wide, they were like, maybe they're rich kids. Maybe it's like... And then people... and then people start coming up with theories because it was so loud, it was so disruptive, it's over like residential areas, it was so random and everything that people asked the government. The government came out and they were like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. The government has never said don't worry about it. Y'all, the government said, don't worry about it in American history. The government, I would honestly tell you to watch at least like one White House press conference, one like hour of C-SPAN. The most asinine, insane, minute questions get asked of the press secretary. And I'm not saying they always have a legitimate answer, but they always at least try to answer the thing in some capacity, no matter how dumb it is. They never say, don't worry about it. That's never been the tact that the U.S. government has taken. Don't worry about it. We shot a balloon immediately. Remember that balloon that we couldn't tell because none of the pictures looked clear enough if it was a child's balloon or if it was actually a spy balloon? But we shot it, I think, with a missile and said, that was a spy. That looked like China. We've still never fully confirmed that, by the way. No one has come out. China hasn't been like, we did send that balloon. That's our bad. We were feeling festive. We were playing. It's never happened. That is crazy. Don't worry about it. There are brown people just alive in other places, and the government's worried about it. Like that. Don't worry about it. That's crazy. So then people started to come up with their own theories, you know? People started to be like, I don't know. I mean, I think it's a foreign entity. I think it's a foreign entity doing reconnaissance. They're spying on us. It could be China, could be anybody. They're using these drones to spy on us. And I was like, oh, okay. Maybe China sent a drone as loud as a helicopter with lights on it to spy on Tony's house. Like maybe there is a foreign government that has the money and the resources to send so many. It's like a bunch of them, so many drones over that can just stay up in the air forever and can evade when people try to like shoot them down and everything. Maybe a government has all the money and technology to do that, but they don't have Google Earth. Maybe. And some people think that's very dumb. Some people think, oh, what an idiot. Who would think that? But you know what it's not dumber than? Don't worry about it. That's the dumbest thing a person could say. I want to make sure we all understand that. Don't worry about it. Y'all, I am so scared the government is out of money. Don't worry about it. It's the most broke parent thing to say. Yo, don't worry about it. When I was a kid, my dad drove, I think it was a 92 Corsica. And if you don't know what a Corsica is, you're doing great. Don't worry about it. But he drove this 92 Corsica, and the Corsica had a hole in the back on the floor. There was a hole. And one day I just went ahead and said something. I was like, hey, Dad, I know that you drive and I'm back here, so you up there a lot and I'm back here a lot, so you probably didn't know what was... I'm just letting you know what's going on back here because you always up there and I'm always back here. But there is a me-sized hole in the floor of the car. So just in case you ever pick me up and then you don't see me and you're like, I swear I just picked him up. Where is he? I probably went through the hole that's in the back of the car because there's a hole. I see the road and we are going fast. Like there's a lot. I thought we were going fast when I looked out the window. When you look through the hole, we're going light speed. Okay? So what are we going to do about the me-sized hole in the back? And he was like, don't worry about it. And I was like, that's because we don't have resources. Okay. I had a babysitter one time that was making me some dinner, and I don't know. I'm assuming that the babysitter could only cook what we had in the pantry, and I don't know what the ingredients were, but then when I was served the dish. You ever had something where you're like, should this be on a plate or in a bowl? Because it has enough girth to stand on its own. But it's soupy enough to need some collection, to need some guidance as a dish on where to be, you know? And so I asked my babysitter, I was like, what is this? And she was like, don't worry about it. And I was like, oh, okay. This is a broke meal. That's what's been cooked for me right now, is something that only happens when you have ingredients that cost 23 cents and you put them all together to make a full $2.25 meal. The only thing that you did to cook it was add heat, but you didn't cook. It's all hot. Broke ingredients together on a plate that should be a bowl. Because there's a lot of water running off the side. But don't worry about it, all right? Okay. You know? I remember one time my shoulder was popping a lot. It was like just and like I was like kind of a gangly kid to begin with. So like I don't know what I did, but it was just popping all the time. And I was like, "Hey, Dad, my shoulder is can you hear it? It's popping a lot. It's like popcorn. It's like it's going a lot. Like, does this ever happen to you?" And he was like, "No." I was like, "Should we go to like a doctor or something? Because like I just want to know, is it bad? It doesn't hurt, but it is popping a lot. It's moving. It doesn't want to be my shoulder anymore. Like it's moving all up in there while being kind of still, but like it's not pop. It doesn't hurt, but it's a lot of movement." And my dad was like, "Don't worry about it." And to this day, my shoulder pops quite a bit. So when the government tells you don't worry about it, it makes you worry about that specific thing. There are some people that think it's aliens. They think that is aliens that are trying to make contact and bolder than ever letting us know that they're here, that they're visiting. And okay. I don't think it's aliens because I just don't know if aliens I'm really not being disparaging when I say this. I'm just being honest. If you cross dimensions, I don't know if Jersey would be the first stop. And that's... And I know people from Jersey, and they will tell you if I cross dimensions, I'm probably hitting up, Cairo. I'm hitting up someplace that's a bit more exotic, But mostly I just hope it's not aliens. I hope that it's not aliens because we as humans, this isn't the time to visit us. Like this is, do you know what I mean? Like we're not putting our best foot forward as humanity to get visitors right now. Do you know what I mean? Like aliens coming to see us now would be the equivalent of me coming to see you at 4 a.m. It's like you're just not at your best. You like kind of have morning breath, but kind of not. Like it's bad. No, I don't think aliens would. If aliens are gonna come, they should have done it either 30 years ago or 100 years from now. I think that humanity is not. We're not good for visiting right now. You know what I mean? Like it mainly because we're the only species. Every other species of everything on the planet, every other species of animal is doing their best to evolve. They're trying to go in the direction that forwards the species that, do you know what I mean? That they will still be around. Hopefully, in spite of us, by the way, they're doing everything that they can to still be. Frogs. Frogs have have the sense. There will be a frog off by itself doing something weird that the other frogs are like, don't go over there. Don't, like, that's not gonna help. That's not helpful at all. And the frog will be doing something like jumping upside down or whatever, like just bouncing upside down over and over again. And the other frogs are like, don't mess with that. Because they know it doesn't help. They don't look at that frog and go, he just asking questions. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he a free thinker. That's what that is. That's why he jumping upside down. Why y'all all jumping right side up like some sheep frogs? Why don't you start bouncing upside down for no reason? See if that doesn't do something to your mind. No. They're like, that's not gonna be helpful. And let's all just kind of get that out of the gene pool as best as possible. No, we're not serious at all. It's painful. Genuine. And I'm not just talking about like Americans, by the way. Like we're so self-referential sometimes that it's like any critique of humanity sometimes sounds like I'm just critiquing the. I'm talking about people, all of us, planet Earth, all of us. We're not doing the things that would take to make a better world for us. You know, everywhere you go, it's happening. I don't know if you was seen it. It was in Peru. In Peru, there was a drug bust. There was a drug bust where the national police raided this drug house, and who knows if it was like a crack house or a drug warehouse or a kingpin's lair or whatever, but it's where the drugs were. And the head cop, top cop that's leading the charge, leading the raid, led the raid dressed as the Grinch. That's unfair to everybody in this situation, all right? That's not right. Imagine, you in there. You deal drugs, you cook drugs, whatever, but you putting the drugs in the little baggie. And then you hear a boom, boom. Somebody has knocked down your door. And you look up. And it's the Grinch. And you think to yourself, actually, you know what? Actually, I do have a sinus infection. No, I do have a sinus infection. I have a sinus infection, and I've been blowing my nose all day, and I've been like taking the Mucinex and everything, but like I have a sinus infection, and then, you know, my nose has been a little runny too, and then when it's runny, you don't want to gross out your coworkers and everything, and so you do a little, and I must have what we making, because that's the only way that it makes sense that the Grinch and the police are here together at the same time. I must have accidentally did what we doing in here to be seeing the Grinch and the police at the same time. Because he didn't just run up in there as the Grinch. This dude, he had the battering ram, and then he goes in. After they break down the door, he goes in and then dropped the battering ram too. Unarmed, just came in character like the great. This man came in high knees, just. This man came in high kneeing like the Grinch. That's unfair to the police officers doing the raid, because imagine you about to raid this house, right? And you don't know what could be in there. If they got drugs in there, they might got money in there. And if they have money in there, then they probably got some weapons in there to protect that money, protect those drugs from other gang members or just from the police, right? So you are about to risk your life going in. You fit it up. You have the AR-15 and everything. You getting ready to go. But then ahead of you, your leader is going in dressed like the Grinch. And then he battered the door down and run in. You got to run after him and make sure not to accidentally shoot him while he over here high-kneeing in front of everybody, moving all crazy. Because they did everything like you would normally see in a raid, like get on the ground, everything. But then the Grinch. Sometimes people try to get in character, and I don't think they understand the character because I need to listen to it again, admittedly, but I swear he was making noises that the Grinch doesn't make. So then they were like, get on the ground, and then he was like, it's like that's not in there though. That's not in the movie. That's not in the book. What is that? That's not, you're not even speaking Spanish or anything. Just it's like, in what work? Because you can tell, even as they getting arrested, they're like, but is he with y'all? Like, no, I'm getting on the ground. I'm asking though. Like, he's just moving all weird in here. Like, what is that? I'm getting on the ground. I'm just saying. You know, you see a country like Peru. I don't know the drug laws. I don't know the sentences that crimes like that carry, but I can tell you honestly right now that they subjected those people to cruel and unusual punishment because they caught them, right? And then I think the three main ones, they made them take their mug shot with the Grinch. And it's like, what other reason could there be other than to ruin a person's life? To completely diminish all street credibility than to make them take a mug shot with the grit. They over here, and I'm sure they didn't answer any questions because if you can Google this, look at the picture later. You see them in the picture being like, like, why he over here? Like the police never take a picture with us. It's three of them lined up holding. And then the Grinch over here taking poses. Looking all proud. Because it seems very dangerous to like go in there, batter and ram, and run up in there as the Grinch, but maybe it's not. Maybe he knew that if you run up in there as the Grinch, people so confused that they don't fire right away. They literally like. You see the Grinch, right? No, we're not a serious people. Not at all. No. It's okay. I've been very excited to come back to Portland because I came here in February for some shows, And normally, when you do comedy, you go places like once a year, because usually when you go somewhere, the place you went to is like, that's enough. We get it. We get what you do. Give us some time. But I was able to come back, so soon, and I love being here. I love doing shows here and everything. I love coming to Portland because y'all don't wait. You hit people with Portland as soon as they land. Like, it's like I landed in Portland, and my Uber driver to a hotel told me everything. It's the whole backstory. It was a lot. Okay, so top, right? So he basically was in a relationship, then married, and is now divorced from apparently the devil. And so then, so him and Satan, they still share a child, a cat, and a timeshare. And sharing all these three things with Lucifer has really made it difficult. It's made his life very hard. And I was listening to all of the woes of each thing, like the child, the cat, the timeshare, and I was like, oh, okay, well, if I'm being honest, you only really gotta love like two of those. You know what I mean? Like the timeshare. The whole point of a timeshare is that sometimes you're there and sometimes you're not. So like, just be there when the devil's not there, and then let the devil have it sometimes, because that was always what was gonna happen. The cat, look. I know you love the cat, and the cat loves you, and Satan's in the way. But I promise you, if you get a cat that look like that cat, it'll be like having that cat. I can almost guarantee. I'm not saying every cat is the same. I'm just saying that a lot of cats, when he described the cat to me, he was like, oh, she likes to cuddle sometimes, and she sleeps most of the day. And I was like, that's cat. If you can get one that look just like her, you'll feel like she there. You don't even have to clone her. That is a cat, up and down. That's everything you just described is everything I've ever known a cat to do. So, a little standoffish sometimes, likes to sleep a lot, climbs a little bit. Yep, you have a cat, sir. No need to share custody on this one. Just get an extra cat, and then that way, if you have two cats, actually, you know what y'all need to do? Y'all need to reverse parent trap this thing. You get a cat that look exactly like that cat, and you put them in a room together, and then you just shake the door a little bit, and then when you open the door, you each just grab a cat, and I guarantee you, it'll be like having that cat, right? And then it's like a Schrodinger's cat, because you won't know if the cat is the cat or if the cat is your cat. And you can just enjoy life with your cat that's yours in your head or not. Who knows? No one cares. The cat won't care. I guarantee you, the cat does not care. This whole custody battle over the cat, sometimes it's at your place, sometimes it's at hell with Satan. That whole thing is nothing to the cat. The cat is like, I'm a nap regardless, right? The child, yes, that is rough, to be fair. That is very rough. You share a child with someone that you can't stand, and if anything, I think that y'all should probably really figure out your differences, because you seem to have so much anger, and from the story that you're telling me, the devil also has a lot of burning fire, anger towards you, and I don't know. I mean, the opposite of love isn't hate, it's indifference. If you really didn't care, you would know that you've fully fallen out of love with this person. But because you still have so much passion involved, you should really check in on that, because that's something that you got to be careful, because, you know, what if in all that passion, maybe y'all rekindle a little bit because you care so much. And then what if you accidentally, just in a fit of passion, y'all make another kid? That would be like the cat thing, but worse, because the cat thing is a solution. Two kids with someone that you hate is a big problem. That's double the problem, right? And so then, I guess he wasn't really trying to hear what I was saying, but I only said any of that stuff because I was like, if you tell me your whole life, I thought that you would want some notes on what was going on. I didn't think that you would tell me your whole life and then just be expecting me to. You might as well talk to yourself when you're in the car alone. If you don't expect me to respond to any of it, so then I just laid it all out for him the way that I saw it, Go ahead and let the devil share your timeshare and everything. Go ahead and get another cat. Make sure you figure out the problem so that you can raise this child in a healthy environment. And I don't know if I rubbed him the wrong way or something, but he was like, hey, we've been here. You can get out at any point. And to be fair, we had been at my destination for 15 minutes. I was just sort of in the car chopping it up with him because honestly, we got to my hotel during the timeshare portion. So the cat and the kid I was trying to get my thoughts out real quick, and he was like, yeah, but I do, this is my job, and I'm trying to leave, right? And I was like, all right, but I just thought that maybe it would be helpful. Yeah, I thought it would help, to let you know. And hey, you a good person and everything. You clearly an open person. You told me everything, and you don't know me at all, and you don't know who I'll tell. And so the idea that you're so trusting is both a pro and a con of being in relationships, because it's you're trusting enough to pour out your heart to a total stranger, but also sometimes that trust can either be betrayed or misused, which is what it sounds like the devil did to you according to your story and everything. And he was like, I can get your suitcase for you if you need
I guess we're all doing better than Diddy.
Oh, what a week.
All right, if you don't know, I'll try to bring you up to speed very quickly. Basically, Diddy has been the devil for decades. And it's really only this year that everything's sort of coming to roost, right? It sort of started with a lawsuit brought by his ex-girlfriend, Cassie. And, in the lawsuit is detailing horrific things you will not, you will feel sick if you read the lawsuit. And Diddy said it was all a lie. Just nothing but disgusting lies about his character. And he settled the lawsuit the next day.
I don't know about you, but I've never been lied on so hard that I was like, you better stop lying about me. I will pay you as much as you want for you to stop telling me all the stuff I supposedly did. I want to make sure that this is, how much does the check need to be? It won't be an escrow. It'll be in a check form in the morning. But I will pay you as much as it takes for you to stop lying before people start looking into what you said because everybody else is saying it.
Well, no, it's crazy. And even more recently, more allegations and more investigations have been going into Diddy being an alleged, legally you have to say it, being an alleged sex trafficker and everything, to the point where, this week, the FBI raided all of his houses at once, just to make sure, every single one at the same time, make sure he wasn't house hopping or anything, just going everywhere. They grabbed all the homes and the homies and they pulled everybody outside, and it was truly astounding to watch, because if you've ever watched, like I watch a lot of news, so I remember like the Roger Stone raid. Anytime the FBI or Homeland Security does a raid, it's a weird hierarchy that you notice, because they'll show up to do the raid, right? So FBI or Homeland Security, they'll be fitted up, right? Top to bottom, they got the AR-15, they got the vest on, full body armor, they got the boots, they got the helmet, and then sometimes they actually have backup. Backup is SWAT. So then SWAT is also there dressed like SWAT, and we know what SWAT is dressed like. And then it will just be the regular police. And it kind of made me feel bad for the local police, because, like, imagine you show up to work and all your coworkers look like Call of Duty that day. And you just have to show up with your chest. That's unfair to them. Like, if I was a cop, I'd be like, y'all ain't got any extra ARs in the trunk or anything. I can't hold something. Y'all just showed up all prepared. Y'all said he dangerous. You know what? I'm gonna wait next to the car. That's what I'm gonna do. Y'all, this is bull. I'm not doing. And truly, watch any FBI raid. All the local police are next to the cars in the street. They're like, no, they gonna get him. They gonna get him. Oh, you better watch out, because they coming. All right. But yeah. They raided all that dude's houses at one time, pulled people out, were like, you know, interrogating people, were trying to look for stuff in the houses. And meanwhile, a lot of people have been waiting on Diddy's downfall for a long time, so they track his movements. And I want to take a quick second, because a lot of people, as this is mainly like a black thing, knowing about Diddy. Like, it feels like the world didn't know, but black people, we knew. We were like, nah, something happening with him that seems off. I don't know if I love that either. That's just been us for like 2 decades with Diddy just being like, did y'all see that? You know what I mean? And so a lot of other people are catching up. So then there are things, when anything like this comes out, there are things where people ask, like, why is everybody talking about it now, coming forward now, stuff like that. I want to be clear. Diddy is not like a Harvey Weinstein in that way, right? Because with Harvey Weinstein, everyone started coming forward, and then people were like, why didn't y'all say something sooner? Look at him. We would have believed you. Like, we don't do a good enough job of believing women, but with Harvey, I'd be like, whatever y'all say he did, he did. I can just see it from his build that he did whatever. But Diddy's a very different thing. Diddy's scary. A lot of people are scared of Diddy. And you want to know one of the reasons why people are scared of Diddy? Because of where he comes from. There's gangsters, then there's gangsters. Okay? Diddy's dad has ties to Frank Lucas. If you don't know Frank Lucas is who Denzel played in American Gangster. That's who Diddy's dad hung out with. That's who Diddy's dad did business with. So when you ever rewatch American Gangster and you see that scene when Frank Lucas, Denzel, stands up and in the middle, broad daylight, middle of the sidewalk, a dude disrespects him and he pulls out a gun and he shoots him in the head and kills him in front of everybody because he knows nobody will say anything. That's who Diddy's dad ran with, right? That's who taught him his like ABCs and stuff. You know what I mean? When you see that scene, that's a bone-chilling scene because it happened. That happened. He did that. He killed someone broad daylight because he knew no one around would say anything, right? So when you see that scene and you see Denzel do that, just know that one of the extras in the background, at least one of those kids, is Diddy. That's terrific, you know? And that's why people have been so scared of him, because we know that he just moves differently, you know what I mean? And a lot of people have been waiting on his downfall for a long time. So when the FBI was raiding, people were like, where is Diddy? And you know how these kids are now? They're very smart. They can track anything. They track Diddy's plane. And so while the FBI is raiding all of his homes at one time, Diddy's plane is leaving America. And I don't mean getting fueled up. I mean, the plane is over just blue. That's the ocean. The plane is gone, right? And the plane is headed for Antigua. Now, Antigua is still extradite. So a lot of people are like, why would he be going over to Antigua? Then other people said, hey, maybe he's landing in Antigua because everybody knows that's his plane. He's going to land in Antigua. He's going to get on a friend's smaller plane, and he's going to go to a country that doesn't extradite, like Bali, right? So then that plane lands in Antigua. It comes right back. When it lands, turns out Diddy was never on the plane. He was in Miami the whole time. This man is a terrible rapper and an incredible villain. I've been thrown for a loop consistently with him. Like, this man should be in a James Bond movie. A lot of people are just waking up to how Diddy is, you know. We knew. You know how you know that we knew? Diddy's the only black billionaire we didn't root for. It's a very big deal when you get a black billionaire. We're always like, we did it. Yeah, I remember when that guy, you know that guy that gave the commencement speech at Morehouse, and at the end of the speech he said he was going to pay for all the kids' student loans. That moment went viral. It was crazy. Kids were crying and everything, jumping up, screaming. I looked it up. I found the guy. His name was Robert Smith. Turns out he's a billionaire. He didn't give me any money, but I was at home like, we got it. Diddy became a billionaire. We were like, good for you. I don't know about y'all, but I absolutely love when home drama spills out into the world. Yeah, I mean, I don't watch a lot of reality television, so I love when a real life couple just can't take it anymore. Yeah, I mean, like they have to have it out, and they have to have it out now, and now is here, and here is where I am. So I get a free show. You know? I think it happens a lot in New York City because we don't have space. Like, y'all have real homes here. Y'all can be like, we will discuss this later. In New York, we don't have that. We're like, I want to argue in private at home, but home don't have no elbow room. I want to argue where I can move a little bit because I'm passionate with my movements. Now, if I'm arguing at home, one time I was arguing at home and I went like this to be like, oh, wait, you know, just like to hold it up. And then I hit my elbow, and there's no way to look right when you just stand there like, you know, so sometimes couples just have to have it out in that moment, you know? And I was walking. I try to do this at least once a week. I was on a walk with no AirPods in, right? Just really like be around in the world, you know? And I think it's an important thing to do because it opens you up to what's happening around you. And I would have missed this had I had my AirPods in. I was walking, and as I'm walking, I see this dude bust out of the door of his house, right? He's running down the stoop of his brownstone, no shirt on, anything, looking terrified, like, what? And so I turn and I see what I can only imagine is his girlfriend or wife running behind him. And I was like, all right, this seems awesome. Let's see how it goes. And she has something in her hand, but it doesn't look like a gun, so I'm like, I'm willing to stay and see this through. Because you know, if it's a gun, people get upset, they miss. Now she done shot me, I'm bleeding out. I'm not even part of your love. I'm laying there holding my wound, y'all done worked it out. Like, this could all be for nothing. It's just she's holding something, but I can't see what it is, right? And as he's running down the stoop, she runs down with him, and she gets to this specific step, and then she goes like this, right? She goes like this, and then a piece of what she was holding flies out and hits him in the back, and he goes, ah! And then she lets go of the other thing that she was holding. It slides down the stairs. And when it slides down, it's close enough for me to see. And when I look, it was the sleeve of a Hot Pocket. This woman done burned the hell out of this man with a Hot Pocket. In the known universe, there are about 4 states of matter, right? There's gas, there's liquid, and there's solid. There's also plasma. Now, plasma can reach a temperature of about 45,000 degrees Fahrenheit, and just under that. Close second is Hot Pocket juice. Hot Pocket juice must be studied. This will burn your soul. Hot Pocket juice is far too hot. It is absolute insanity, okay? Because we've all been there. We've all been there where you were hungry, you heat up the Hot Pocket, that's gonna be quick, and then you went ahead and you put it higher than the instructions say, because you know when you follow the instructions, the middle cold. So then you put it at least 2 minutes higher than the instructions say, because you got a different type of microwave. Your microwave doesn't work like the box says. And so you put an extra 2 minutes, but now we're into heated territory that no one, even the people at the company, are aware of, right? And then you pull the Hot Pocket out, you hold it by the sleeve, and you wouldn't even be in this situation if you could just be a gentleman and wait, right? But you're hungry, you're greedy, you can't help yourself, and so you blow, you do blow. You give it a good try too. You blowing the bread. You're not doing anything for that juice inside. That juice is still bubbling like lava. Wait to bust out. And so then you take your first bite, and because you're hungry, because you're being greedy, you bite too hard, the juice pops out, it hits your lip, and you go, ah! Now you coughing because steam coming out of your mouth because you got the corner bread in your mouth with all the juice burning everything. Burning teeth. Just burning. Inexplicably, just burning and burning and burning. It's terrible. This woman was running after this man. We don't know what he did. I didn't stay for an interview. This woman was running down the stairs after this man and had the Hot Pocket sleeve in her hand and reared back like an ancient weapon. Reared back. And flung the Hot Pocket out, flung it like she had done it before. Like, she must be burning him weekly to have this sort of aim. If this was a game show, I could never sling it and hit what I wanted to hit. And she hit, not only did she hit him in the middle of the back. She hit him in the spot. So it's in just enough of a position that he can't really reach it. Like it's not here, it's not here. Like this man is fighting for his life right now. She gave him 30-second degree burns. And my man's like, ah! And I want to help, but I'm like, I'm not gonna burn my fingers. Like, and then I had never stopped walking the entire time, but I did take off into a brisk jog. Because as he was holding the railing of his stoop, I saw her lift another Hot Pocket. I was like, let me leave before I witness a murder.
to the Josh Johnson Show. I'm Josh Johnson, joined by my co-host and fellow stand-up comedian, Logan Nilsson. Logan, how you doing, buddy?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm tip-top.
Great.
Yeah, it's been...
I'm happy for you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy. Apparently, my neighbors are happy. They've been doing burnouts all day.
Yeah. We'll see if it shows up in the audio, but it does sound like you're living next door to the fucking Daytona 500 the way...
Yeah.
It literally just sounded like race cars going in a circle.
We all celebrate in different ways, I guess. We all...
Yeah. I guess for context, because this will be a couple weeks after, but we're recording this the day after, Biden won the election. So a lot of people still out there.
Yeah, still out there.
Celebrating.
Doing a lot of left turns, I guess.
Yeah.
When I first heard it, I thought the apartment was moving. Because the first ones were so loud. They were so
right
loud.
Out front?
They seemed everywhere.
Right.
It sounded like the car was in my apartment. And I think they started being out front, and then now they've moved to more like the side streets. But yeah, and I'm sure if I were out there right now, I'd be like, yes, do it. It is very cool. Because it is. It is like a fun thing to watch someone do.
I love that character in the street racing movies. Yes, do it. I think that's very cool.
Do it. Keep doing it even better.
Yes. Well done, chums. Very cool.
Matt, because here's the thing.
I like it. Burn out, baby. I think it's very cool.
What's funny to me, just in general about myself, is that I'm so scared to drive, but I'm not scared to fly at all. Like
that is interesting.
Yeah.
But, well, I mean, I get, but I mean, you're not flying the plane yourself.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Like,
I guess if I was flying the plane, I would be very stressed out.
Yeah, exactly. And I think why maybe, because do you get nervous when you're riding, like when you're like riding passenger to me? Like, is that nerve-wracking to you just being in a car?
No, because I will here's the thing. This is the way I feel about cars, is that you're in a chair that could kill someone.
Yes.
So as long as I'm not doing the killing, I'm pretty chilled out.
Yeah.
I've been in the car with people who I know can't drive. I when I got in the car, I was like, this is a bad idea. This guy is about as nearsighted as they come.
Right. So yeah, I'd say it's more just you just like the idea of being chauffeured. You piece of shit. No,
I mean, maybe, but I also think that there's just the level of responsibility and the level of like probability that something bad will happen is just so much more likely in a car than it even is on a plane. Because if you think about it, it's like if you take 5 flights in an entire year, what's the likelihood that this flight is going down? Whereas if you drive every day, you're at least going to have some scares.
You're way more likely to die in a car accident than a plane crash. I almost called it a plane accident. Yeah,
it is an accident usually.
When one plane bumps up into the back of another one, a little.
Can I tell you? I saw a whole documentary about that, and you would not believe how many people lived. two planes hitting midair, coming right at each other. The radio, there was like something wrong with the frequency on one, and the other one was like having some other technical issue, so they just didn't see each other until this last second. And we think of planes as like a slow flying thing, but they're super fast.
Oh no, they're crazy fast.
And so the crash happened so fast, and I don't remember if they were both trying to land at the same. I'm positive they were trying to land at the same airport. That's the only reason two planes would.
I could see that.
But then they cut across each other, and basically the wing of one went into the other plane, and then they both crashed. And eyewitnesses on the scene said they saw a guy. This was like, this is only funny because so many people survived. They saw a guy that was like still in his seat, So like something out of a Bad Boys movie. Still in his seat. The seat had like separated from the plane, had skidded in the field, and just like skidded across, was still on a little bit of fire, and he just undid his seatbelt and walked away.
Fuck it, my hero. Hell yeah.
That dude wanted no parts of whatever was coming next.
It'd be even better if he was sleeping. Like he was like, "Oh, here already."
Already, okay. Looks like they burned that meal, whatever that was.
Airline food, am I right?
Yeah, but no. So that I think that you're right. I can't imagine if I was going to try to fly a plane. I would be like, why are there so many buttons? Either fly or don't. There should just be a fly button. There should just be one button that says fly.
Yeah. This button says New York. This button says L.A. You push one way, push one the other. Yeah, no, you'd be a wreck with that. But no, you are way more likely to die in a car accident than in a plane crash. And I think it's like your most accidents more than likely happen within like 3 miles of home.
Yeah,
for most people.
Yeah, when you let your guard down.
Because I think usually I think you let your guard down. That's when you're like, oh fuck, I gotta go, and you burn out your driveway to get the hell out, going towards work. I think is why it's that maybe.
Or it's the end of an election. You decide to drag race a stranger.
Yeah. All day, apparently. Oh, what are you doing tomorrow? I'm just gonna drive around Brooklyn and just get into gonna race for pinks, baby. That's what I'm gonna be doing all day. Woo, Biden.
This is how I can tell I'm getting older. Not only am I not out there with them, but as I was hearing the second hour of it, I was like, they wasting good gas money.
Yeah, man. I have that thought all the time. Come on, man. I don't know. I also like it's interesting with all the, maybe we don't want to talk about this because it's topical news and this will be already a couple weeks after, but the interesting thing with all of the celebrations that happen, which like I'm not trying to rain anyone's parade, but like we talked about a little bit ago, but it's like I was immediately seeing videos of like, all right, we're all getting together and we're hanging out now, and seeing in every single video, every story I saw posted, people weren't wearing their masks. I'm like, guys, you guys were the ones who were angry the whole time. Like, we can't now be like, pandemic over now. Like, no, it's not. It's very much not.
Yeah, it's the equivalent of being so excited you run out into the middle of the street to scream, but you are in traffic now.
Right. Yeah. So I don't know. I hope people are celebrating responsibly, I guess, which again, this is going to be in the future of them doing it. So this does nothing for anyone. It's been a wild weekend. It's been a weird one. It's been a strange weekend just because like my girlfriend had to get tested for COVID. She got exposed at work. Which she's a nurse, but it was like a patient that she had who then was negative but tested positive later, and she had all of her gear on. That's why she was fine, but they had her get tested. And when you're waiting on that result, and it's not even for me, but it was like if she has it, then like I got to get tested. And then, being a substitute teacher here too, then it's like, well, then I got to talk to like the contact tracer person for the Mitchell County Health, and it's just like it immediately. I was just making a list of stuff in my head, being like, I hope I don't have to do all this shit. Like I also hope my girlfriend's not sick, because that would be devastating. But also, I don't want to do this stuff. This is more people I got to call and deal with. Also, I really hope my girlfriend's fine, but I don't want to make these phone calls.
But also paperwork.
Shit. So, she's fine, by the way. Her test came back negative. She's fine. But
you don't want to leave people on a cliffhanger like that.
Yeah, you don't. Well, and I just had a couple people being like, "Oh, do you maybe want like a friend being like, hey, do you want to have like beers in the yard or whatever and hang out for a second?" Or talked about helping my brother with his house or something a little bit, because those are people who are take all the precautions too. And he was just like, hey, do you want to do something tomorrow? And I'm just like, well, I gotta wait and make sure COVID's not in my house. And he's like, yes, good idea, thank you.
Oh man, it's also the thing that I think I've just been anxious about is that to what you're saying, and to like what we were talking about before, I'm probably going to go home for Thanksgiving, which means I'll get on my first flight of the whole year.
Yeah.
And so it's just had me thinking about flights a lot, like just about the safety and just about like, man,
you're daydreaming about flights. You're having these planes.
Because I normally love to fly. I really do. You know, you buckle up for a movie that's not going to be that good, but it's free, so you don't have to stress about it.
Yeah, I fell asleep during Star Wars Solo. One of my last flights. That's the last movie I watched in a plane was Solo. At the beginning of it, it was very bad. Then I fell asleep, woke up, and there was some cool shit happening. I'm like, hey, this movie got good while I was sleeping.
While I was gone, y'all really turned this around.
You guys really read the room.
Yeah, quick. We're losing him.
He's sleeping, man. Get Donald Glover in here. Come on. Let's get...
Yeah, we got him back. Don Glover, nice haircut.
I missed his introduction entirely. Woke up and just like, oh, Lando Calrissian's here. Oh, they're flying from something. Neat.
Yeah. Dude, so I don't know if you saw this. This is actually pretty old story overall. But there was this couple that was on a flight, and so this was back before the Face ID, right? When it was still just the finger, right? Just the fingerprint on the phone to unlock it.
Oh, right. Okay.
Right? If you wanted to have those extra.
Until you said phone, I was like, Face ID for what?
Yeah, no.
I'm like, I've never had to scan anything to get on a flight.
Yeah, like
aside from my ticket.
I'm just saying, like, this is how you know it was like a few years ago, right?
Right.
And
yeah.
So my man fell asleep, right? And his wife, while he's asleep, grabbed his phone, took his finger, and then unlocked his phone with his sleeping hand, right? And then when she unlocked the phone, she found everything. She found all the homegirls in there, found everything, and then she started beating his ass so hard they had to land the plane.
Wait, was this someone you knew, or was this a story?
No. This is a news story.
Okay, because I remember this now. I remember.
Yeah.
Once you said they had to land the plane, I remember hearing about that story.
Because then this is what's so funny to me about it, right? Is that so she already found everything out. So he probably been sleeping pretty peacefully for a minute because it took her time to like read through everything.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like she didn't just open the phone and then just start beating him. She wanted to get all the evidence.
Right,
you know?
yeah.
And so she's delving in. She's finding whole friends she didn't know about, conversations. She's reading through. She's getting paragraphs in, right?
Yeah.
So this the other reason. The other reason it makes me laugh is because like you as the dude don't know what she knows, right? But she is so angry that she's not even like playing the you know when you're just caught when someone's just caught you and so they ask you some leading questions so that you can tell on yourself.
Yeah.
She's not even doing that.
It's doing the Columbo, just like so. One more thing. There's one more thing that I want to ask you about. Who's
just waiting to catch
Janice?
you?
Who is who is this Janice and how do you know her?
And so,
she looks like a hoe, I just want to say.
Columbo got all the receipts. And so then, obviously there's not like a full on transcript of what happened, but from the report that I saw, she basically woke him up by beating him, right? So then this dude is sleeping peacefully, and he just feels hands just slapping, right?
Hi, honey.
So
what?
just slap, and then questions in between the slapping. But he doesn't know, like, not only is he going to try to lie first, but he probably doesn't even know what she's talking about because he doesn't know that she knows. So now
Right.
she's like, boom, slap. Who is Janice? And then he's like, huh? And then she's like, don't huh me, because in her mind, he's already lying. But he genuinely is coming out of sleep. So he's going huh as like, I'm waking up back from unconsciousness.
My first thought is like, anytime I've fallen asleep on a plane and woken up, it takes a second to be like, where the fuck am I? So now add slapping to that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Now add slapping.
Where am I? Who are you? What's happening? What year is it? Who's Janice? That's
Right. And from the report that I saw, not only did she have form, but he was also
in the report. Really good form. She squared up.
I mean, it didn't say she had good form. It just said that she was beating him handily. So
the report just says she was winning.
Yeah. Oh, easily. He wasn't even covering up well. He needs some lessons. Just some general boxing lessons about your guard, because she's breaking through the guard with uppercuts. All right.
While seated in a plane aisle, that's incredibly difficult.
Oh no.
Was she above him?
This is the best part. So then Huh?
Was she standing or was she sitting still in the seat next to him, or does she get up?
No. Okay, not only has she hadn't got up yet. All right.
Oh, okay. So that's the thing. So that is some good punches if she's able to really fuck him up seated next to him. That's an awkward way to hit.
And I'm pretty sure she had like I don't have any evidence for this, but I'm pretty sure she had like fully planned it out how she was going to start. Like, it wasn't an emotional thing. She thought through, like every sentence she was reading, she was thinking through how she was going to beat this dude's ass. So I'm pretty sure she lowered the seat back table just to box him in a little bit more. All right.
I like that, or I like the idea of her calmly putting it up in preparation for ass beating, of being like, oh well, hang on, I got to do this, and let me undo my seatbelt, and you're gonna need some help, so I'm gonna go ahead and call the attendant now, and then.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. I feel like she calmly raised her seatback table and calmly lowered his, and just was setting up everything nicely, right?
Put some coffee on it too.
Probably turned his reading light on just so he'd be blinded. So then not only is she beating his ass, but he is in a window seat, so he's fully boxed in. Yeah. He can't get out. Yeah, and so then it's not like, no one really knows what's going on when any fight on a plane starts. Okay, so there's like a commotion, but he's not even like yelling like "stop hitting me" or anything yet, because he's just so out of it, right? And then
he just wants to know if they're there yet.
Yeah. So then finally, wouldn't that be great if it was like you start getting beat, but you've also landed, so you'll be able to get away soon. Nah, they were mid-flight. You're 10,000 feet stuck.
Sorry, you're getting beat across 2 time zones.
Yeah, you're about to join the 6 feet deep, mile high club.
Not sure how that math works out, but it's not good for you. It's not good for you.
Yeah, it's not going to be great. I think it ends with you being thrown off the plane.
6 feet deep, mile high club.
And so she's like wailing on him, right?
Right.
And then I don't know if the flight attendant saw first or a passenger saw first, but then they like got involved, like, ma'am. You know what I mean? Because like the thing that's funny to me about stuff like this is that no matter how like trashy someone is behaving, someone at their job still has to say ma'am or sir.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it always cracks me up. Like, it's like even Waffle House fights, they'll be like, sir, and then they start swinging.
Listen,
then the employee starts fighting.
Which I think it makes the punches more righteous if you say sir while doing it. It really, I don't know. It adds an extra level of stank to it. Just like, oh yeah, sir. Right? You know, it really.
And so then
the combination of respectful and disrespectful in one is a beautiful thing.
Yeah. Because like this is my thing. So then people are kind of trying to get her off of him and everything, but like I don't know if she's just that strong or people are not quite trying to break the fight up good enough, because there's no way this is the thing. As someone who watches fights, I love martial arts. I watch UFC, everything.
Yeah.
Refs rarely have a problem breaking up a fight between two big guys. So it shouldn't be that hard to break up a fight between a person who's not fighting back and a person who's trying to fight in a middle seat. Like that,
right. Well, but
that seems pretty straightforward.
In a plane, though, those people didn't agree ahead of time that if they get broken up, they have to go to their separate corners. It's a different set of rules that have been laid out. Because really, the main rule is, hey, don't fight on the plane, and already that's being ignored. So now any other form of decorum of someone coming in the middle being like, hey, now, that shit's gone. Sorry, they're already fighting in the air. Like gods.
But I mean, this is my thing. There's at least 2 flight attendants on this plane,
right?
Because it was a decently sized plane, right? So between 2 people,
right,
and what I hope is an air marshal, that's proof that air marshal wasn't on that plane.
Oh, for sure. Or he's cheating on his wife.
So then they cannot seem to stop her. Like she's just in the pocket. She's just landing nice clean strikes. And then I can also tell you, as someone who's tried to break up fights before, that sometimes they're too messy and you end up getting hurt as the person trying to break up the fight. So I can tell if someone's beating another person well enough, you don't want to get involved. You're like, hey, look, especially like I'm pretty sure that you are now slowly. So initially, when you see people hitting people, you're usually on the side of the person being hit because no one likes violence,
right.
But then as she is yelling out more accusations, it does kind of start to seem slightly more even. Yeah, I mean,
right. I mean,
like
most of the time, if I see a woman start punching a man, I'm in the back of my mind, I'm like, he probably deserves this, but I probably need to do something.
Like you try to break it up because you're like, in the off chance that this is just an abusive woman, let's break this up.
I don't like seeing people get hurt out and about, but if it's a woman going, it says, I'm like, oh, he probably did something, but not saying it's worth him getting punched. I'm not saying violence is going to solve it, but I guarantee there's a story.
Yeah, if she's in the middle of screaming, the best years of my life, da 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 da, I gave you 2 kids, da 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 da. It's like, oof.
Yeah.
You start to be a little gentler with your declarations to stop. Like, oh no, ma'am, don't, please, don't do it. And so then they cannot get her off of him, and I guess they just tell the pilot. I guess someone stops trying to break up the fight and just runs to the cockpit and is like, hey, look, we have a situation. Yeah. I can't even pass out the snacks. All right.
Listen, if we don't land this plane, she's going to bring us all down.
She is going to use him to beat us. She's going
to put a fist through one of the windows, and then this whole cabin's going to get depressurized.
And so yeah, they landed, and I do remember almost certain she got arrested upon landing. It's like
I thought you were saying she got arrested upon, and I'm like, that is not a phrase. That is not.
No. No, I'm pretty sure they were waiting for her. Because you can't. Because this is also the thing. She also must have been beating his ass as they were landing. So imagine you already think you hate flying, right? Imagine you can see out the window the ground getting a little closer, and you just count down in your head. All right, 15, 14, 13. We got to land soon. We got to. And then imagine this. So she's beating him, right? Mm-hmm. She's beating him. And then they land. And so he's like, oh, thank goodness I'm saved. But then because they weren't supposed to be at this airport anyway, they can't get to the gate. They need to wait for a gate.
Right. Well, and
so now he's basically just getting beat in a car.
Well, and even if they get to the gate, like I know this wasn't even the airport they're going to, but there's always people who are quick to just rush out and clog up the hallway too. So now you're just going to get beat while people are walking by watching it.
Yeah. Oof. And then, okay, so
you gotta say thank you to the captain while you're getting punched in the head. No. Thank you, guys. Ow. Thank you.
Thank you. You good for nothing. Thank you.
Yeah, she even does it too. I told you. Thank you, guys.
You do such great work.
Yeah.
So look, this is insane. This next story I was not here for. I wasn't on this flight, but my buddy Al from Chicago said that I could tell it because he was like on the flight, and it's. I'm sure that it didn't have to get this crazy. It's basically just one big misunderstanding. But a guy was sitting in what I think he must have been like first class for it to transpire this way. So, yeah, I think he was in first class.
Because everyone was throwing money at each other?
No. You'll see. But basically, this guy on his flight was sitting in the front of the plane, if not first class, as close to. And this guy falls asleep during the flight. And while he's asleep, he's like out, right? So and I don't know if he has a condition or whatever, but he's so out that even when the craziness starts, he's still out. Like he's like, I don't know if he took a thing to sleep through the flight or something, but he's completely gone out of the picture.
Okay.
And the flight is about halfway there. So it's a flight from I think it was from Chicago to Portland. And so they're halfway there. So they've been in the air for 2.5 hours or something. And at one point, I don't know if they're trying to gain altitude. I don't know why, but the plane sort of tilts, upward. And as the plane is slightly tilting upward, a foot rolls through the aisle, just bouncing, rolling on its side, like a foot in a shoe rolls all the way to the back. And so everyone seems to see it.
Yeah. And it's
quiet at first.
And it's checking. Well, then they start checking with each other, like, did you fucking see a foot go by?
So everyone is calm at first because they're all to your point, did you see that foot? Everything, right? Then
I'm just not getting like air sickness or something, right? Like you.
Yeah, you saw a whole
foot right?
in a shoe
you
roll
saw
by,
that, right?
So then look, God is a genius, all right? Because the comedic timing of this could not be pulled off any better. So as the foot's rolling, it's not until it hits the very back with a thud that people start screaming, right? So this lady in the back that was probably next to the foot, and that's why she screamed. Because everyone else, it was just a moment, but for her, this is her life now.
Well, and you can maybe convince yourself that maybe it's just a shoe, but when it's got the thud of a foot in it,
yeah,
that makes it more real. Oh no! It's got foot in it.
So then okay. So then it plops next to her. She sees it, looks down, screams, right? So as she starts screaming, everyone else on the plane that saw it is like, yes, that must have been a foot. That was definitely a foot then. And so then they start screaming.
Well, if you don't mind me, I will join in the hysteria.
Right? So you know how the flight attendants usually, especially on like a fairly sized flight, they usually sit basically like in this back compartment where all the food and all this stuff is. So then the flight attendant comes forward from the back and is like looking for like everyone stay calm, what's happening, right? Steps on the foot. And then she looks down and goes, "Oh my God." And so then she's like, you can tell when someone's like trying to like compartmentalize all their feelings, but also be professional. So then she is like, is someone okay? Is someone missing a foot?
Yeah.
And so then like people kind of stop screaming now because now it's like, it's not like it's calmed down, but now at least someone is trying to take care of it.
Right.
And so like the woman that the foot was next to is still hysterical. But then like the flight attendant's like, is anyone like, is this a prank? What is this? This isn't funny. Like, is someone missing their foot? And then whole time this guy in the first class is still asleep.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm guessing,
and then finally,
I'm guessing he's missing a foot.
So then as she's like making these same like proclamations of like, you know, like, cause now she's like in that space, I guess, where she's gone from like scared herself to like a little like mad. And so then as she's walking to the plane, just repeating herself, she's like, yeah, this isn't funny. There can be serious consequences for like doing stuff like this on a plane. Like this isn't a joke or anything.
Yeah.
Is someone missing a foot?
You can't travel with any fruit or vegetables or foots. You can't. We check that. You can't have it.
That is overhead luggage at best.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Do you have any foot or vegetables to declare?
So then, as she gets closer to the front, she ends up waking that guy up, and this guy goes, "My foot, my foot," which doesn't help.
No,
because
it just sounds like someone's foot fell off. Yeah.
Yeah, now people think his foot was taken from him or cut off or whatever. So now people start screaming again.
Oh, Jesus.
Then, and she still doesn't have the foot. She's just walking around looking to see if somebody's like snickering or something. Like she didn't pick up the foot or anything or the shoe. But like then she gets the guy and, you know, logical explanation. The dude has a prosthetic foot up to the ankle, and for more room when he's flying and taking a nap, he takes it off. Mm-hmm. But in this particular instance, the way that the plane gained altitude, it went a little bit to the side and then up. So it perfectly dumped his foot into the aisle and then rolled it back.
I also just don't think if I saw a foot land next to me, and it's like you would be able to tell it was prosthetic. I don't know if that I'd be like, ah! Like, I don't think that would be my first. I'd be like, oh fuck. A foot.
I mean,
like,
you're a reasonable person, but like all type of manner of people fly. Like I feel like imagine
that's true.
Imagine if this is your first flight.
That's true.
This is your first flight ever.
That would be
and
great.
Just feet are rolling next to you.
Does this happen on every one? Does this happen on every flight? Are there limbs rolling about?
Oh,
that's
man.
wild. And then he was also arrested once they landed. No.
Man.
For public nuisance. No.
Just imagine. Imagine you're like my foot is like, sir, oh my God, sir, it's your foot. Are you okay? He's like, where's my foot? And now you have to be like, it pretty much rolled next to the bathroom. I'll go get it.
Yeah. Oh, it's back there. And he's like, oh, it's in coach now. Let them keep it. It's been sullied by their grubby fingers.
Imagine what you would think someone was doing though if you, because you know how they have the curtain that doesn't do anything, the curtain between first class and coach,
right? Yeah,
and then under that curtain just spits a foot.
Yeah, you'd start to think it's some sort of like, oh, like I get it. The rich people get away with murder. We're in international airspace or some shit. So now this is where
just sending body parts and carcasses for the rest of us.
It's where the Epsteins of the world get to just dismember people at the front of the plane. I get what the curtain's for now.
Champagne and dismemberments. Oh man. But yeah, I just, I want to experience flights again.
Now I want to know, is it are you specifically missing experiencing flights, or are you missing experiencing anything? Because I don't even particularly like flying that much. Hell yeah, I could go for a flight right now just because it would be something else.
I can't remember what country, but they're offering flights right now that just are, there's no destination. You're just in the air for 2 hours.
Yeah, I've heard about that. Yeah, I couldn't. I don't miss flying that much. I like for it to end up somewhere. I don't want to just be. I don't want to just sit in an elevator for 3 hours. I'd rather, end up somewhere.
Imagine that's the flight you get a migraine on. The flight to nowhere that's not going to land for another hour.
Well, or what if you're doing that flight and you're like, there's a fucking baby on this one too? Why? Like what? It's already a weird idea to like have to fly the baby anywhere, but to go nowhere, you brought the baby?
That's so funny. I'm trying to sleep, and your baby is keeping me awake on my 2-hour flight back home from home.
Yeah. I do have some flight like credits still sitting because I was supposed to come to New York at the beginning of the year, right before. Remember, it was the week New York shut down in the initial pandemic stuff. But so I was going to come out and stay with you and our buddy Steve Malloy. I was going to come out for a bit, and then I remember you and Steve both called me being like, "Yeah, I don't know if now's a good time. It seems to be getting a little weird here with this whole coronavirus thing." And then it was like, I literally canceled. I was like, yeah, I'll push it back. And I delayed the flight. And then it was just like, oh, by the way, New York's closed. Don't come. Yeah. And I was like, okay, well, I chose that timing well, I guess.
Yeah, this would actually be a very different podcast if you had come, because you probably would have had to stay. Probably would have been like living here the entire time.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we would just be recording in person then. We wouldn't have to deal with with FaceTimes and stuff. Yeah, I don't know, but I think I still have those credits through next year, or into like when I canceled it. So, if that ever becomes an option again, maybe I'll use it. But
yeah,
fuck, it keeps not looking that way. And it's embarrassing that Iowa, a very spread out state where it's very easy to not be near people, we're like one of the worst places in the nation right now. So I don't know. Like, it's the point of having all these cornfields between us if we're all just going to get together and touch mouths. Like, I don't understand it.
That's what the Midwest gets for being so friendly.
Yeah, it shouldn't be so easy to find each other in all these corn mazes that we have, but I don't know.
Man, I think for me too, the movies when I was flying were like, I would try a movie that I would never watch on land in a flight.
Oh yeah. Well, for me it was always like, oh, if I fall asleep during this, that's fine, because I don't normally do that if I'm watching something, at home. It's usually something I want to watch. But in a plane where it's like, well, I'm literally just passing time, so I don't really give a shit what this is. Mm-hmm. I am conscious though, just like, has this one got like sex in it? Because there's like people next to me, and like it's on the back of the seat. You're always...
Yeah, so my thing is, especially on flights to Australia, which I've had a few now, and so those are long flights there, and
how long
sometimes
is that
shorter
flight?
Flights back.
How is that from?
Like 16 hours.
Jesus. See, I've never done a flight like that, and
Yeah, I think it's 16 from New York. It's actually only like, I think it's only like 12 from L.A.
Oh, is it? Okay.
I think so, yeah.
Because I always thought it was like Australia to LA was like one of the longest flights, but I suppose that makes sense.
And when I fly to Australia, I get work done with movies.
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
oof. I watched Cabaret for the first time and the entire Pitch Perfect trilogy. I got off that plane singing.
Yeah, man. Wow. What an interesting marathon to have.
I mean, you also only have as many options as they give you unless you brought your own iPad.
For sure.
So like,
yeah.
I think Qantas just had a deal with somebody.
With Anna Kendrick.
I'm gonna be right back just because my computer's about to die. So I'm gonna.
Motherfucker! I've told you to plug it in before we start. It's annoying to edit around. He always does. Yeah, I'm not gonna cut it out. This time I'm not gonna cut it out. I'm gonna let you guys know what I deal with.